action on a Tuesday night in Belfast between the hometown Giants and the Sheffield Steelers. As the referee has the puck ready to drop, we'll get this game underway. And it's Tyler Mosienko, the player you were just talking about, who wins the opening draw for the Steelers. The puck deflected all the way back into the Giants zone, where Mitch Ganzak is there to pick up for the Belfast Giants, their first rush up ice. Back to the point it comes. Shot comes in, deflected just past the post there of Stephen Murphy. Luke Ferrara with the tip on Jeff Legui's shot from the right point. Here's Legui again. Steps into the middle, sets it up for the one-timer. Pad save. Oh, it's on. Murphy has no idea where that was. It lay in the blue paint, and Mike Wilson, Edapam was the Giants defenseman who eventually found the puck. Chance for the Steelers there. A chance in front as well, as the Giants penalty killers have been out there a long time on this shift. And the puck is going to stay in the Giants zone. Here's Boxall with a third opportunity. This time he chips it to Adam Keefe. Keefe gives Moyer a bit of a shove, and that almost turns the puck over. Moyer is struggling now, and really struggling, Ross Moyer. There.
I'm not sure what happened there, Nigel. It looks like
he's grabbing his ribs. So it gets shoved from behind by Keefe, and then
his stick might have got caught up underneath the underneath his arm, in his armpit there.
It seemed a little innocuous.
On his right side.
But he went down grabbing his right side, and couldn't get to the bench, couldn't get up, and he looks in an awful lot of pain there, Ross Moyer.
Judging by the pain he's in, I mean, that looks like ribs to me. I mean, some of the most painful injuries are injuries to your ribs, and he certainly wasn't paying that with that reaction.
Hewitt. Met by Rutherford. Chance for Mosienko, who sets up O'Connor. So much time. Murphy out of his crease. O'Connor with a second bite. And Demeray did well as the puck flies through the Giant zone yet again. And O'Connor was the spare man at the back that no Giant had picked up. They were all attracted to the puck. O'Connor had so much time, and Murphy came out. And again, a shot there actually hit his own player. Vestig's shot here. He has another chance. Sets it up. Again, Giants getting people in shooting lanes, and Stromberg, you can tell how annoyed he was at missing that opportunity. They've been few and far between. So he smashes his stick on the crossbar after Stephen Murphy had made the save. But the Giants pick the puck up, and Shields will tap it into the Sheffield end for Boxall to chase. Shields is in there to help out. It's picked up at the point by Peacock, drops it to Shields. Shields across, chance, Wilson, back post. What a pass by Colin Shields. He picked out the pinching defenseman Mike Wilson at the back stick, and Wilson made no mistake. And with 8:43 to go in the second period, it's the Belfast Giants 1, the Sheffield Steelers 0.
Here's the replay. Really heads-up play by Colin Shields, spotting Wilson in the back door. Wilson makes no mistake about it. Great play by the Belfast Giants.
Yeah, Jonathan Boxall won the battle to retrieve the puck. The forecheck was kept alive. Peacock coming off the bench at the left point. And then Colin Shields with that tape-to-tape pass.
Yeah, it's the little details there. The Jonathan Boxall, the finishing checks, win those little battles that, you know, he's not directly putting the puck in the net, but it's that kind of play that generates the chance for the Giants.
A little more enthusiasm.
Fist pump.
Shot comes in, and chance for a rebound, and oh, what a save by Murphy. 2 saves, and off the line. Off the line. And it was Waugh who was denied by Stephen Murphy. Here's Hewitt. Well, Murphy and Hewitt steps in. He's got Waugh in front of the net. Out it comes, and a goal, and it was the pinching defenseman Fitzgerald, the third beard on the ice for the Sheffield Steelers, who equalizes with 5:08 to go in the second period, and Fitzgerald was the trailer. Nobody picked him up. It's the Giants 1, the Sheffield Steelers 1.
Heartbreaking for the Giants. Murph did such a great job making a save right before that. Steelers keeping the pressure on, driving the net, getting the tying goal.
Well, you got to pick your moments, I guess, as a defenseman, as to when they come in off the blue line or not. Fitzgerald picked the absolute right moment there, as Waugh was denied by Murphy. 2 tremendous saves, then it came off the outside of the post, and eventually Hewitt picked up Fitzgerald, who came in with some speed from the blue line. And this is a 1-1 hockey game in the Giants. League didn't last all that long. Mason ahead of Stromberg, and the Sheffield were completing a change behind the play that gave Darrell Lloyd some time and space. Lloyd takes it right down the slot. Lloyd all the way, and Marrett Pinch makes the big save as suddenly the waters parted there for Darrell Lloyd right down the slot. His backhand shot was saved. He drops it back to the blow, and Adapam was walking into a big one-timer there. It was taken off by his stick by Demaray, who continues on his merry way around the back of the Steelers net. Demaray now tries to walk in on still he has a chance in front. Beach hits, well, in the end it was just too tight to the goaltender there. There was nothing much Beach could do.
Yeah, great individual play here by Demaray. Very difficult to play one-on-one. Uses his body so well. You can see with one hand on the stick driving the net. Beach alone in front, nearly trickled in there. Good job by the goaltender covering that up.
Mosienko with Wah going down the slot. Mosienko chips it in for Wah, but seen by Forney, who overskates the puck initially. Oh, and there's a turnover there. Wah with a quick backhand shot. And Shields tidied up for the Belfast Giants. Face-off was one. Levi Nelson lost the face-off, but he goes battling for the puck. Wilson drops it off. Again, some forechecking pressure from the Sheffield Steelers with a minute to go. And they've turned the puck over. A chance for Sheffield to win it. And they have. The game-winning goal with 54.4 seconds left in overtime. And Sheffield have come to Belfast and have taken the 2 points. And yet again, it's another defensive mistake by the Belfast Giants. The puck turned over, seized upon by Levi Nelson. He threw the puck in front of the Giants net. And I'm not sure who got the game-winning goal for the Sheffield Steelers. We'll see from the replay.
Disappointing for the Belfast Giants there. I think they had some good chances in this overtime and throughout the game. Played a pretty solid game. Sheffield Steelers have to be happy coming on the road and taking 2 points.
Well, I thought I honestly thought the first period and the second period were pretty even. I thought maybe we had a little bit of an edge in the first. They had the edge in the second. For me, it's the third period. There was no desperation, no will to win the game. They had the will. They figured it out. Come play one period, win a game, and that's what they did.
With the first period ending scoreless like that, it did seem whoever forged ahead, that would make a difference. But of course, for the Giants to get that cushion and then give that up, that must be very frustrating. Well,
the most frustrating part is how they got the goal. We got out-muscled, we got out-worked. Again, within 2 feet in front of our net, we don't take a guy's stick. Like it's no matter how many times I bark at guys to do it, and if they don't want to do it, then I'm going to find new guys. And that's plain and simple. That's the message tonight. We're going to have an awful hard day tomorrow, and then we're going to, like I said, I will clean house, and that's it. It's plain and simple. They're fighting for their jobs, not only titles and Challenge Cup games. They're fighting to see who wants to stay here and who doesn't.
Yeah, very frustrating. I mean, we've been like this for the last few weeks. We can't finish games out. Both games in the weekend we're up by a goal in the third and we end up losing. Tonight, we're up by one, in the second. And the third, though, we just didn't have a good third again. I mean, our thirds are terrible. We don't have that killer instinct. Sit back on our heels, and they took the play. Give them credit. They played much, much better than they wanted to. They wanted the puck. They won the 50-50 battles all over the ice in the third, and overtime was apparent and evident when they scored.
Where do you think that problem comes from? The coach is definitely sensing a bigger problem here and talking about really needing some fundamental changes.
Yeah, I think it's just each individual. Each individual guy has to look at themselves in the mirror and understand that, you got to work harder. You got to be more accountable. I don't think it has anything to do with the coach or the management or the systems at all. My personal opinion is guys just have to work harder. When you're in a rut like this, that's the answer to it. If you get your bounces, you get your breaks by working hard. If you stay soft, you stay in the perimeter, you're not going to get your looks, you're not going to get your chance, you're not going to score. And I think that's what's happening. And I'm not trying to point fingers at anyone else on the team. Look myself, like I said, myself first. I got to be better. I know that. But I think there's other guys as well. But that's why we're a team. We don't want to point fingers. You're going to look at yourself first, and be accountable for yourself.
Well, right now, the focus is getting back on track, obviously, and the league is what it is. I mean, I think there's 2 teams really in the hunt right now. Sheffield's hanging on. I think if we would have taken 2 points out of them right out there, that would have hurt their chances. But honestly, right now, we got to get back on track, and we got to make sure we go to Cardiff with some passion for that Challenge Cup, because it is one of those things that you want to win something. You don't want to play the whole year and not win anything, but we have to make sure we go there to Sheffield first and compete, and then we go to Cardiff and make sure we compete our tails off and find a way to win or keep it real close so we have an opportunity to win at home, because you don't want to come back home down by 3 or 4. You either want to be within up a goal or down a goal, and if we can do that, we'll be okay.